Hey guys, what's up? Today we're back again with another Antistasi video. Today we have a special video explaining the upcoming Antistasi campaign or mission file that's it's labeled 1.9. So with this one, it's very different from the one that you guys are playing. It revives old missions and old mechanics that were left over. Today we're gonna explain them bit by bit, and I'm gonna show you a couple of tips on the mission as well. So for a start, this is our HQ. As you can see, like all the user interface have been overhauled. For example, if you go for like mission request, you'll see that Petros gives you like new missions. Like first of all is civilian contact, propaganda, and the sketch Irishman. So civilian contact is a mission that gives you spawns in an NPC at a city, but will force the mission will say, for example, let's say this. So I have a mission for you. It will just pop up. Yeah, there you go. Contact the crop politician. So as you can see, this mission is spawned into the center of the city. Now, this mission is a pretty much a tricky mission because you have to go undercover, and none of your other players have to be in the city while he's overt. So by that I mean, if you want to go meet this guy, you have to get gear like this. So what I'm wearing is basically civilian gear. Remove the balaclava, a cap, and you can just press Y menu, and then you go undercover. So as you can see, it says I'm incognito, but it then swaps to overt because I have gorilla outfit. So what you need to do is you need to go to your arsenal. Okay. You need to go, as long as it says gorilla, it's not gonna work. So let's go switch down. Where's the civilian clothing? Yeah, there you go. Commoner clothes. Okay. Now let's take this for example. We'll go Y, undercover, and voila, it's working like magic. As you can see, it's in the top right here, incognito. So this guy can give you 3 missions. One of them is rescue, one of them is assassination, one of them is logistics, and I think this third one is convoy ambush. And as soon as you take one of the missions from, or you can take all 3, as soon as you move away, he will despawn. So if you want to like take the missions, take them all at once, or just so, other thing is Sketchy Irishman. Now this one is one of my favorites because there is no way for you to acquire explosives other than actually managing to probably find them in loot boxes. However, this one allows you to actually go buy them. So what you can do is, for example, spawn it in Sketchy Irishman. There you go. You have you have this guy right here. He will get you. So if you go there, don't go like this. For this mission, it's like reverse to the other one. So if you go to this mission, you're not supposed to be undercover. You have to go full gear, full military gear. He has to see that you're gorilla. Okay, because it says apparently he doesn't like civilians all that much. So don't try to go undercover for this one. You have to go all out. Just full military gear, gorilla outfits, and just go. Okay, yeah. So basically go to this guy and you for money. So as we can see, just let me go in so you can actually see. Here we have FIA money. We have 3.2k. So with this money you can buy explosives. Well, his explosives are quite expensive, so if I want to go, collect a couple, collect like more, at least 10,000, so I can just buy whatever you want. Okay. That's for the Sketch Irishman. Now the propaganda mission, I don't want to spawn this because this is on the test server. Anyway, so this propaganda mission spawns you okay, let's see. Oh, so basically you select the mission and you select the city. Now after you select the city, it will give you a truck. Okay. Now these trucks, so let's see, let's just go for Neri for example. Oh, okay. Ignore that. Let's start from scratch. So you select this, you go for propaganda. Now you can see to the top right corner, you get 2 options. One is broadcast and one is leaflet. What's the difference between these? I'll explain in a minute. So for leaflet, you get a small truck that will basically have 2 boxes. You just need to go, for example, let's say Neri. You select it. They'll give you like 2 drop locations. You go to the first one, you drop the box, and you wait for the timer to end. You then go for the second location, you wait for the timer to end as well, drop the second box, wait for the timer to end, and after that, the city will get you more support. Okay? That's for the leaflet. Now for the broadcast mission, that's a different and hard one. And I won't recommend you guys doing it unless you're actually certain that you can complete it, because you'll have hell let loose on you. And I'm talking about helicopters, tanks, full armored divisions. They're just gonna go all out to defend you. Now, this one, as you can see, it says Kavala and Aglakori. These two cities. Okay, these two cities. Now, for example, if you select Kavala, they're gonna give you a location. I'm guessing it's around here. That's the center of the town. Maybe in Aglakori, maybe here, somewhere around the gas station. I'm not sure. Anyway, you go there. They're gonna give you a truck, a broadcast truck. You need to protect the truck, and you need to wait for the timer to end. This one is gonna take a bit more. I think it needs about, if I remember it right, it needs about 30 minutes to an hour, depending on the enemy aggression. And as soon as you're done with it, the city will get a huge amount of support. It's different than the leaflet. The leaflet is more of a shorter way, or like a slower way. The propaganda might actually do it instantly, depending on the city. Okay? Yeah. So, the rest of the missions are rescue, destroy logistics, military contact. That's the missions that we had earlier, and I explained in my previous video. Now, let's go to the flag. As you can see, there is the unit recruitment. It's just the same thing, but I think you get a bomb specialist. Oh, no, never mind. You get an AA. This time you can actually recruit infantrymen who can use AA. Now, however, remember, this mission is very different from, this 1.9 Antistasi version is very different from the other ones, because in this one you have something called proficiency. So, for example, I am a officer. I selected the commander slot. You can see players. Yeah, it doesn't say anything. Okay, so I'm a commander, okay, or the general commander. I have special skills in camouflage and sneaking, but I cannot carry as much weight as the rest. If you go if you go, for example, AT, okay, you'll have a proficiency for the rocket launchers. I'm not talking about the single use. I'm talking about the more RPG, Iglas, Stingers, stuff like that. If you go light machine gun, you'll have a proficiency for the light machine gun. You'll be able to use it better than the rest of the people. Medic, as I said, light loadouts for medics, and you'll be able to use the full medical kits. When I say full medical kit, I mean surgical kits and stuff, like advanced medical, ACE, advanced medical. Engineer, you'll be the only one who can actually repair cars, and I'm not talking about switching tires. Everybody can do that. I'm talking about actual repair for the truck, like repairing the engine, repairing the fuel, repairing the hull, stuff like that. Okay, and explosives as well, engineers only. So, for example, if I wanted to use a light machine gun, and I'm not a light machine gun, and I'm not a machine gunner, my weapon will have huge sway. I'll show you. So, for example, let's go to this. Let's take the let's say the assault rifle. Okay, look at the weapon sway. That's look, it's pretty simple. Now let's swap for the machine gun. Where was it? Do we have one? Yeah, PKPM. See. Now, as you can see in the top menu, it says warning, you lack proficiency. Look at this. When I start firing with this gun, the gun is going to start swaying super hard. Like the recoil is going to be extremely high. Okay? So just for, it's a future note, try to avoid doing stuff like this, okay? Now, as you can see, a mission popped up. It's called the leaflet mission. That's what I've been telling you about. They usually spawn in randomly, and you don't need to if you want to get more support to a certain city, just spawn them in by yourself. And if you want, you can just wait for them to passively spawn. Now, also, there's these passive missions on the map. They're still a work in progress, but what they do is, for example, you go to this fuel supplies, you'll find, and you need to take an off-road or a truck, the stuff that you can load equipments into the back. Okay, just like this thing, see? Crates, depending on the city size, the crate amount will differ. For example, since this is Kavala, it's 3 crates since the city is super big. Okay? Yeah, so basically you need a truck like this, an off-road or anything, and you go to this warehouses. I mean, none of them is close by. Yeah, the basic metal sheds, okay? Big, fully completed metal sheds, okay? You go to them, I think you'll find a couple of enemies. You go kill them, and then you park your car close, and you load the fuel, and then you bring it back to HQ or deliver it to a city. It depends on it. Okay. As I said, this is a work in progress, so a lot of stuff we're gonna change on the final version of the game. Yeah, back to HQ management. So HQ options. There's nothing new other than yeah, nothing new. It's the same old, same old. Grab money, in-game member list. Train your army, rebuilding assets, manage garrison, and move HQ to another zone. It's the same old thing. Now, the arsenal. So the arsenal is basically the same, but they just made it. They just used a old version by Jerome, which is uh, which is better because it doesn't bug as much, but it has something. For example, if I take an AK from the box and other people's are looking at it, the AK is going to disappear, so they need to reload their arsenal. It's just a bit buggy, but we're fixing. They're working on it. Yeah, that's about it for the arsenal. Oh yeah, now for the saves. So as you can see, now in this game you don't need to save. Okay, you don't need to save. So what I mean by that, the only guy who needs to save is the commander for the whole mission. If I have a problem, for example, if I was playing and my game crashed, all my equipments and everything will be still in the game saved. Okay, it saves real time, and to avoid like problems with players, like if I DC, I'm not gonna get my gear back. I forgot to save. It just reduces the hassle. Okay, just from time to time, make sure to persistent save so that the actual mission will save, and from now on, it will like every time you save, will give you this instead of the thing they used to pop up on the right menu. Okay, cool. That's about it about the arsenal, to be honest. No, nothing new. Nothing new about it. Okay. Now the cool thing I want to show you is the new the new garage we have. So as you can see, all the stuff have been overhauled. Now for the garage, if you press the garage, now this is gonna be better. So, for example, I wanted a gas. There you go. Gas pops up like this. Instead of you trying to move the gas and trying to set it up, you'll get stuff like this. Oh, yeah. As you can see, this is a truck. So what's special about this one, but this menu, is you can edit the vehicle. So for example, I want it to be red. There you go. Olive, gorilla. Okay, black, brown. You can, okay, stuff like this. Now for the parts, you can edit certain vehicles so they don't have, guessing, yeah, high spare wheel like this. You can hide the spare stuff on it. It's just cosmetics, but it adds a bit of a, like, what do you call it? Challenge to the game. Makes it more immersive. Rearming, you can, since these trucks have smoke, you can just remove the smoke, add the smoke. Okay. Fuel truck. Guessing you can't. There's no special parts about it. Oh, other than yeah. So let's go to the truck. So for this thing, there's something we have new called pylons. This thing, pylon loadout. When you select the pylon loadout, you can select this, and for example, let's empty it for a start. As you can see, this truck has a big backspace at the end, and you can put Iglas, for example, a static launcher on it, or a AT launcher, cornet, or a LMG. I don't think I can edit the R4C. As you can see, other players have made this on it. This is the repair truck. You don't think you can? Oh, you can add pylons on this one as well. Let's see. Yeah, basically this. This is the best thing you can do. I'll use it for you, just to show you. Looks like, look at it. It's a police car with yellow sirens, repair stuff on the back, and an LMG. So to go into this LMG, I think you need to, yeah, you need to go into the car, look at it, get in, just wait for this thing to rearm, then we'll be able to use it. See, really looks cool. I don't think you can get into the back anymore. Let's see. Oh, you can go into the back. Nice. Yeah. Depending on the vehicle and the weapon you're using, some vehicles won't allow you to go into the back. I think like the truck Boxer will have 2 slots. Rest is okay. Yeah. Oh yeah, cool feature. So that's one of the best features you have. Also helicopters, planes, jets, whatever you want, you can just check it out. parts, ammo, you can reload stuff. Yeah, that's basically it for the arsenal. It is super nice. It's a super nice feature that got added, to be honest, and I really can't wait to play this like with the rest of the members, so we can actually have, you know, fun customizing vehicles. It makes you feel like you're real gorilla. Okay. One side note is, for example, if you have a truck that you own, okay, it's your own truck. Cool. Let's say you don't want other people to play with it. You see this button says unlock vehicle. I can just press this. Everybody can use it. I can just go this. Only me. I'm the only one who can actually use this vehicle since I unlocked it. Okay. Anything that's red, for example, that's used by other players. Okay. Or like owned by other players. So you cannot use it, or you cannot allow people to use it unless you're the commander. Obviously, I can use everything because I'm the commander of the faction, or like the resistance leader. And if you're a normal player, you want to be able to use it because other players have it locked. Okay, that's basically it for the garage. Now it's more dynamic and more extreme. I'll explain. So basically, you want to buy vehicle. Let's go for civilian for a start. You want to go and get an off-road. Where did it? This is my off-road, right? So you can see civilian off-road looks like all the rest. Now you can go as as driver. Automatically switches to cognito, but if you look at the fuel of the truck, it will says that you have low fuel. Now this is because, first of all, you don't have any outpost or any resources. They're gonna make it so that if you own if you own resources and AAF outpost factories and the whole 9 yards, these stuff and cities, you'll spawn in with more fuel. However, if you don't own anything, and you're like just basically like us, you only have the seaport, you will spawn with low amounts of fuel. Now you can do two stuff to get fuel. Either do fuel supplies, okay? Sorry, three stuff. Either get fuel supplies or manually go and refuel uh, your your car, truck, vehicle, whatever, at any gas station using ACE, or you can capture a fuel truck like we have in the garage, okay, and use it. So now for this menu, the Y menu has been overhauled. So basically, oh yeah, right, I forgot something. What was it? I'll explain it to you in a second. So basically, this is the new Y menu. When you press Y, this will pop up. Now this is the player menu, this is the commander menu, and this is the admin menu for the server admins. Okay, we'll start from the player menu. Fast travel. Select camp or HQ when no enemies nearby. So there's a new feature. There's a new let's say a new building you can build. It's called a camp. I'll explain to it when we reach it. You basically now can only travel to the camp or HQ, and I'm guessing they're gonna add airports later. Undercover, as I explained, you will be undercover. Enemies won't spot you unless you go drive super close to a roadblock or a patrol that has a dog. Vehicle management, garage, lock and unlock vehicles. So for example, press on it, this will appear. Garage, store vehicle, unlock vehicle, sell vehicle. Okay. AI management, you can, as it's just the same old AI garrison that we had in the previous video that I explained. Control, auto heal, auto rearm, and other basic stuff. Player on money, you can now, just as explained before, you can donate to the FIA, which is your faction, or you can donate to players when you're looking at them. Resign, unresign, that's for the player commands if they want to swap from commander to commander. Now, for the commander menu, we have these new stuff. So now maintenance, we'll start from the bottom for this one. Maintenance, you can garbage clean, reset Petros' position. So if Petros goes missing and he disappeared, maybe somebody attacked the HQ and he started defending and wandering off, and you can't see him anymore. You just go reset Petros' position, and he'll go all the way back to his standard position where you build the HQ. Move static / HQ items, allow you to move statics and HQ items around, like the flags, the arsenal, the heal box. Reset HQ. So if you press this, okay, I'll press it for you. Just gonna go move a bit far, and I'm gonna press it for you. Okay, commander menu, maintenance, reset HQ. Yes. See? Everything is gonna move back to its original position. Just wait for it. Yep, there you go. Just waiting for the flag. Let me just turn this off. Yeah, see, as you can see, everything goes back to its original position. Command menu, maintenance, yeah. See, even the flag popped up. Reset Petros, you use it, but it's not gonna do anything because he's already in his H position. Now, details, ignore these two at the last. That's for like server members or server moderators to actually figure out. Arsenal membership and stuff, just ignore it. Current restrictions, you press this, you'll get information about your faction. So, current FIA skill cap, we can only reach maximum of 4. Because we don't have that much control over the island, we're limited. Okay? Outfit percentage 0, that's the, like, how will your AI look like? And it's just cosmetics. FIA manpower cap. So our human resources can reach a maximum of 30 because we don't have any towns, as I said, we don't have anything. Maximum camp cap 2, roadblock cap 2, watchpost cap 2. Roadblocks very simple, watchpost and very simple. As soon as the war level increases, you capture more stuff and you hold them. This will improve, and you're like, for example, to explain this, basically you're a gorilla, you're a novice gorilla, you're useless, you don't know what to do. The more you actually fight and the more you capture, you'll upgrade from novice to advanced to expert. Okay, and these stuff will increase as well along the time. It's just like a dynamic mission. You can't get everything maxed out from the start. You have to work it step by step. So emplacements, create roadblock, remove roadblock, deploy minefield, HQ fortifications, remove camp, rename camp, establish camp. Now, before I already told you about roadblocks and observation posts. If you select one of them, if you want a roadblock, you place it at the road. It will place a roadblock, and if you want a outpost, you place it at hills or far away from roads, and it will, provide an overwatch for your city. Now, the cool thing about this new thing is, let's go back to Commander, the camp. Now, this camp, this camp is a very decent feature. So, for example, let's say I want my HQ, I want to build a camp, let's say at this hill. No, not this hill, let's say here, just for now, just for testing purposes. Camp setup. And just see, yep. So you select this, F2, and set waypoint. Now what these guys are going to do is, you're going to give you a camp that you can teleport to. This is a new feature that has been in the old system before, but they removed it because the mission just changed. So, see, camp driftwood. Now, if I want to fast travel to it, I can just go fast travel, camp driftwood. Oh, there's enemies. Okay, let's go drive to it and see how it is. So, this is your camp. As you can see, there is like ammo boxes, stuff. Oh, this is your equipment. So, the only thing you can do is use medical supplies. Will heal you up. Okay, this is one of the guys that are protecting the camp. And also, you can just check inventory. You'll see a couple of guns. Okay, these guns are taken from your what do you call it, supplies. Okay, so don't just go haywire with everything. You can see the AKs that they spawned in, everything that you have or have a good amount of, they'll put it and place it in this thing. I won't suggest taking any of these. Like if, for example, if you don't want to use them, okay, get a truck, move everything from here, put it into your truck, and just place it back to your HQ if you don't want to lose it. Or what you can do is, you can, for example, let's say you want this camp to be placed close to an HQ, an enemy airport, and you want supplies to be heavily rerouted there. So what you do is, let's say you want iglas, stingers, to be placed at this camp. Just in case anything happened, you can use them. You place stingers and their ammo into this box. They won't disappear. And if you attack the HQ, If you attack the airport, for example, and helicopters rise, and you don't have anybody on you who can, like, that you don't have any space on you to carry anything, you send some guy to the camp, gets the stingers, shoots down the helicopter, the planes, and whatever air vehicles they have, and you put the stingers back and just move on. Continue your mission. Okay. So, what else do we have? That's basically it for the camp. As you can see, you can refuel your vehicles, heal up. Nothing. I don't think you can rest. Oh yeah, you can only put out fire, and that's about it. Okay. Let's go back to Commander. Explain everything about emplacements. Squad management. Um, you can, if you're managing an AI squad, like an AI squad through the command menu, they do have a vehicle. You can add vehicles to them. Vehicle stats about the current vehicle, mount, dismount, static auto target. Uh, if you do this, the static weapon mounted on a car, as I showed you, for example, you can have a AT launcher on top of a off-road. If you select this, it will like the AI on the top will automatically rotate it to acquire, like to better angles to acquire better targets. Okay. Recruit squad. Now the new thing is that you can recruit engineers, an engineer squad. Okay, and a AA truck and an AT team. So the new thing about this, before we only had like 5 different squads: infantry squad and team, one AT truck and one sniper team. That's about it, and one machine gun team, MG. The new now you can, and mortar obviously. Now you can get a sentry, okay, engineer, AA truck, and AT team, and there is a different AT truck. Okay, sniper team, infantry squad, infantry team. So the sentry is just like a normal man patrol. Engineers, as you can see, they spawn in a repair off-road, and the repair off-road repairs stuff over time. And the engineers as well can also disable mines and remove HQ fortifications if you use them. AA truck will spawn a truck boxer or a off-road, and the off-road and the truck or the truck boxer will have a static AA on the top of it. When we used these, we got like the RHS truck that has the anti-air ZSU on it, which is, I'll say, it is good, but if there is a jet, for example, and the AI level is super low, they won't hit it and you'll be destroyed. However, this one will spawn an actual heat-seeking AA that will chase helicopters and planes. It makes less sound, okay, if it was to me, makes less sound, less obvious, smaller, and also, it's just, you can't see where it's coming from. This thing is way smaller than the rest. Okay, that's about it for recruiting SWAT. Now, let's go back to HQ. I want to show you something cool. Let me just lower the sound so you don't. Okay, let me just lower it. I forgot to lower it. Okay, so the newest thing about this HQ is something called USMC Support. Now, on most games, when you play the game, you get 3 options: either rebel versus government versus invading force, or rebel versus government and invading force, or rebel versus government only. Okay. So now, the only playable mode we have is rebels and USMC or NATO against OP4 or independent, depending on the faction you're playing. So for now, we're playing Blue 4, so we get NATO support. They're playing the enemy is playing independent, so they get what? Russian support or OP4 support, CSAT basically. Okay, so it's just basically a 1v1, but each faction or each side has somebody supporting them from the outside. So let's see. Now we have commander menu, USMC. Now the best thing about this is you can, for example, you can call in an air assault that will literally assault the target, help you in a very good way to take out an airport, for example. Armored assault, artillery, you can request artillery. The artillery is super good. Super good to use it. Roadblocks, you can actually have them set up roadblocks for you. If you don't want to set up roadblocks or you don't have the money, you can use the USMC support. Let me just go inside so I can actually show you how much support we have. So for example, we have 44 at the moment. I can call in, let's say, commander USMC, I can call in 4 roadblocks around the map that will be used by the USMC. Okay, or what you want to do is you can have a QRF leave like a certain HQ or a certain HQ that I think for this one you need the USMC to actually own the HQ, and I'll tell you how to do it. So for them to actually send you a QRF from a certain location. UAV, you have UAV terminals that you can loot from enemies, and then they'll give you a armed UAV that you can use. Okay, have rockets to take out specific targets if you want to. Resupply. Now this is the best thing to use at the start of the campaign. Okay, when you press resupply, cool, a helicopter will spawn in like this, at the USMC carrier. Now, for example, let's select this place. Give me a second. Yeah, USMC airdrop. Now, you want to do is you want to press Control Space. It will show you the helicopter location. Cool, and after you select the helicopter location, you select F2, set waypoint, and the helicopter will be moving on its way. Okay, cool. So for the it will drop you an ammo box that have supplies. It's not necessarily good supplies all the time. Sometimes they might be useless, like they'll just give you pistols or submachine guns. Sometimes they might be good. They'll give you some decent snipers and cool stuff like that. Okay, back to the USMC. As I said, CAS, bomb run, artillery, armored assault air vehicle. Now, as I told you, if you want to send the QRF, they have to select their own base. So if you want them to capture something, you send an air assault or armored assault at a outpost, and they will send everything. They send a big force, okay, that will capture a certain outpost. And if they capture this certain outpost, they'll have control over it. You don't need to do anything managing that outpost. They'll just fully like garrison the whole thing. But you can still go inside. They're not gonna shoot you, obviously. And every time you want to request a QRF, you just select it, select QRF, and select the base that they want and send it to them. Another cool feature is reduce Offroad support. So since we're supporting by the USMC, the VMF is being supported by the the independent faction is being supported by the VMF. Okay, and if you want to reduce their support, what you want to do is you want to use 100 points from your faction support pool, and then that is it will reduce your own support because you already used the 100 points you have, and it will reduce the enemy support as well. Okay, so it's a double-edged sword, but it's really useful when the enemy are just sending a hell of a counterattacks at you. Now let me just get an earplug. Okay, as you can see, it dropped a box. Just hope the helicopter actually goes back this time. Yes, nice. So the box is dropping. What you want to do is you want to go into a car, off-road, whatever. You want to chase it. It doesn't use. So just try not to select some drop zones close to the coastline, because if it drops by the coastline and it goes by the water, you're screwed. You cannot retrieve it unless you go by boats and manually loot it. So let's show you what's inside this. I can go into inventory. As you can see, shotguns, one assault rifle, 5 high explosive rocket launchers, machine guns, some medical equipment, a UAV terminal, some long range radios, remote designator bags, designator batteries, some flare rounds, explosives, stuff like that. See, it's a good thing to use, but as I said, it won't always drop you something super good. We're lucky we're getting launchers. Sometimes it won't even drop any of these. So that's basically it for the video for today. Thank you all for playing Antistasi, and if you want any information, you have questions or concerns about anything, I'll link you up to the official Discord and the official website for the community. Stay tuned, follow and subscribe the channel. I'll be posting new videos on this upcoming mission. you know, get the hype up, spread the word that there's a new Antistasi mission coming up, so people get ready, you know, start getting their mind around the guerrilla tactic. Okay, good luck in your assault on the island, and see you next time. Blazer out.